and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I told our presentation 6:30, so.
Okay.
I'll go last.
You'll go last.
You can go first if you're the only one.
Well, I
It's up
have
to you.
some eighth graders. They're supposed to
Okay.
go. They're not here.
All right, we'll do everything else first. All right.
Any adjustments needed?
So I would add the budget to the agenda. So, I'm the new business.
And we'll consider the minutes from our last meeting, which I was not.
It should be included in the packet, barring any errors or omission. I would recommend approval as written.
Recommend approval, second, written.
All in favor?
Two seconds.
Opportunity for public comment.
We are just glad that Alan's back. And that we called last time, so.
Otherwise, people would have been at your house looking.
Yes, yes.
I learned my lesson.
And we are grateful.
All right, this presentation for now, and we go to whole business, which is policy review.
Yeah. So CHA and GBJ are both included in your packets. You made no changes last time, so I can review them again if you wish. Otherwise, I would recommend approval as written.
I recommend accepting policy CHA and GBJ as written.
All in favor? New business, we have one.
Good. Just pass it back, I believe. I have 3 out of 5, so we're good.
And then after that, we have policy review.
We have none.
And budget.
Yep, so then the budget you just reviewed for the workshop, I would recommend you approve this year's current budget.
And motion to approve this budget. Right, all in favor? And we'll move on to report. We have our consent report.
Yes, we have my report. We just let you know we started our high school visits. I think we're going to Brewer tomorrow. I think it's Brewer tomorrow, Absent Friday. We had our information on it last month. Yeah, we want you to show up. Again, it always makes me feel good afterwards when I sit and talk to the people that are presenting from schools and they just say, amazing teachers we have. What questions they ask, or stuff they do, so. Good job, so. Something I didn't put in my report that I brought with me, I was at a principal meeting last Friday. And I told all of you when I go to these meetings, it's great for me, because it's refreshing, of course, to meet with my colleagues, but then to hear some of the same things going on in all places. Like, I had a couple of high school principals there talking about how many kids were participating in different things and whatnot. So I came back on Monday and went around to all of my clubs and sports, and I wanted you guys to be at 75% of those schools are participating in things. Isn't that great? And it just shows that you, and some of them, I mean, this is the way I took them, was literally, I mean, some of them have 4, 5, 6 chats, which means they're in that many clubs, sports, groups, whatever. So I thought it was really neat to have that many kids. Chat. Any questions for me? Good.
Well, to expand a little bit on what Katie just said, February is such a short month, and lot of focus is on the extracurriculars right now because it's also a very busy time of the year. So I just came from the B team semifinal boys games, and both our boys B team and girls B team participated in the finals tonight. Our boys won their game, which advances them to championships on Thursday. Having school Thursday. And I haven't gotten the results of the girls team yet, they were away. But so that's wrapping up soon, and then this Saturday brings us the A team tournaments all day at Hampton, and then championship will go on to the following Tuesday. So we're wrapping up basketball. We're beginning our volleyball season. So if you remember, we began that last year as a brand new team that we created, and with the support and help of our Brewer Community School, we're able to use their gym at that time. So it's a little bit unique in the sense that it's a shorter season, just a gap season between our winter sports and our spring sports season. And our home gym is in Brewer, so we make it work, and it's going to be lots of fun. I'm looking forward to that as well. We have auditions just began yesterday, so auditions and rehearsals are beginning this month for our drama production, which is Crazy Camp this year. Lots of times Mrs. Miller reuses some plays from the past, so if you've been around the school for a few years, you might have seen Crazy Camp in the past, and that's fun to watch. The performances will be at the end of March 28th and 29th. And then also, not in my report, but we did have our school spelling bee just the other day, and the PBML, our lead spelling bee, completed this. Where is it?
Yeah.
In Glenburn School.
Great.
You have my report in your packet. We have children who are in child development services who have IPPs and will be coming to kindergarten next year with us. And so we are working on observing them. Jill and I both been going to observe students in their programs where they are right now. So if we can welcome them to Center Drive, we want them here in our school as much as possible. We want to be able to meet their needs. So we've been exploring how to do that. Along with that, we've been meeting with the state, and we are doing cohort 2, which means we are going to assume responsibility for 3 and 4-year-olds starting in July. And so we've been exploring what the folks in cohort 1 have had for experiences and how we can build upon that to make our program to be as successful as theirs. Jill is going to start going to some of those programs. She's going to go in Dover and one in BZ. The one in BZ will be much more similar to our school size, and so that should be a really helpful way for us to kind of see how they're doing it and really those needs.
So will those kids be coming here, or would we invite them to services where they are? They'll come here, and they would create a space for them, and go with the little kids.
Depends on what their requirements are. So,
Yeah, and then they'll go back in. Next year, go and go back to that.
what years do we have?
27, I think,
27,
is
yeah.
officially.
So we have from 3 to 20. So it keeps going up and down. All right.
I'd be like Mary all the time.
I definitely think that's something. And our students in our license program went bowling a couple weeks ago on Friday. We're doing that once a month with our friends from Dedham School. And they are resuming swimming lessons again, starting this month, here in February. And it's a great opportunity for them to experience all the things I put in the letter that help them get out into the community and learn how to behave and act and engage with other people. I'm happy to answer your questions.
You got my report, we covered it for the purpose of the agenda. I would submit it as written with only one side comment, despite what Sharon said, we've only had one snow day. I'm just saying.
Official request to not Sunday.
But we have an active weather pattern right now. Weather release is whatever. Yeah, everybody's so far. Sharon just jinxed it, so it might be early dismissal, but we'll see.
Now that I leave work before my kids even get up, I'm really.
Out of it.
But my kids told me there's been two.
We're working on our math curriculum.
We call it brave match in my house.
I'm gonna do personnel first before.
Yeah,
So under appointment, special education teacher, Kaylee Anderson, who replaced Jill in the middle school, or is filling a position she can't replace her. And then resignations at the end of the year, we have Carol Browning, administrative assistant in the office. And then Michelle Soto, who you may not know very well, but she's a one-on-one nurse for a student here. And we've already hired a replacement, that'll be on the next Jill. We hope to.
You can't do that.
So we'll be till the end of the year,
Is she retiring at the end of the
Yes,
year?
yeah.
Okay.
Very sad.
I'm with you.
yeah. So I recommend approval. I will let her know, but she's still going, just to be clear. No,
Do you think we're ready for our?
Yeah, I would assume Elliot will show up.
Elliot was going to come because his
Yes.
mother was. in
Yes,
front of
yes,
him.
she's still on there. So, yeah. we
I
can
want to
start.
give us a little back history. So we started a class 2 years ago or 3 years ago? This might be our third year.
I think it started the year before I got here, so this will be the fourth year.
Okay, sounds
Well, match.
same curriculum.
We wanted to give kids some exposure to some things beyond just regular programs that we have for math and science. Just really allow them to do some exploring and do some experiments, those kinds of things. So we came up with classical costume, and I had the opportunity to watch a bunch of different things. One day, they were planning I think you were planning a trip or something, and you and Abby were in Abby's room, and you had this whole
Planning a
bunch of
vacation, yeah, we were having a budget on a vacation trip and
everything. So it
one
really.
doesn't go as far as I think.
It gives them lots of opportunity for project-based learning, which as we dive deeper into our best practices book that we're doing for our book study now, this is the thing, it's always project-based, which allows us to work together and solve problems. And, just being on page. When you think about things from your learning, my guess is, as I pointed out someone the other day, I don't remember a math lesson that taught me to do math or a phonics lesson, but boy, I remember all of us working together to plan days out with my grade 2 teacher. You know, those are the things that kids remember. So I was walking through the hallways about 2 weeks ago, and the kids were in Mr. Burke's room, and you were all totally engaged working on these contractions. And, you know, a couple of them.
Yeah, I brought a couple that are almost done.
And I asked what it was all about, and I think there's your. Woohoo!
Right on time.
And they are planning their quote unquote annual, this is our second year doing it.
Yeah, different time,
Yeah.
but
Winter Carnival. So now I'm gonna let Mr. Burke
you
step
guys
in.
want me to go first, so you can see kind of? All right, so yes, this is our second year. I grabbed a couple of the ones that are almost done. I didn't grab your guys because I didn't know you wanted them here. Okay, so like, they are just building carnival games. So different, as you can see, this one's standing up this way. But the kids love it because as I tell them, what does carnival do? You scam people. So what are they gonna get to do with the
No
whole
school
school?
teacher.
Their goal is is to try and scam the kids, but everyone gets to win, right? Everyone's gonna win. And we give just candy as prizes. But yeah, the biggest thing is that they get to work with a group, a small group. They get to choose, usually is how we go. But even that, even when they pick their friends, the headbutting and problem solving that they have to do to figure out how to, overcome maybe a loud personality that really wants to do it this way, but hey, I kind of like this idea. It's really fun to watch them come to that consensus and then end up making really cool things like this one. This one you can't really maybe tell, but it is a skee ball. There is a ramp in my room, and it's like 5 feet long. So I didn't bring that part. And last year they had a huge blast. Just having, it was only half the schoolish last year that came to the carnival. But all the kids loved it. We ran out of candy last year. So we're hoping to get a lot more candy this year. But it's just a really great opportunity for them to design a game.
What are you hoping they can turn in for kids?
I mean,
You send them to the office.
maybe next year. We try to keep it as like low key. This is all the cover that I had in my garage. So we use just all kinds of recycled stuff. We do end up, Miss Elkins and I, using a little bit of our costume budgets to buy more fancy things. Like a couple of the groups really wanted, oops, as I unplug it, LED lights.
Oh.
Battery powered LED lights and stuff. I'm gonna bring in a portable speaker because a couple of groups were like, we need music and things like that. Someone didn't want an aquarium pump to actually have the little pond duckies going around. I'm like, I don't know about an aquarium pump. Yeah.
Fine, we're just getting a
wood
kitty.
floor in there. That might not go well. But yeah, it's really great. If you guys are ready to talk about your experience, sure.
Count on you, Jim.
We'll keep them.
Do you do it separate or? How do you do it?
So my group and I made an Angry Birds type game where we have 3D printed us a bunch of blocks to put in the cardboard box, something like that. And we made a catapult, and we're gonna shoot like not marbles, but something similar into the thing to knock over.
Something that would be personal.
No.
Yeah.
We just went over the insurance.
That's why there's a jump.
This is why we have to be involved in just about everything because.
Sometimes I might almost want to let them do this.
I think that sounds like a spectacular idea.
It does.
So far, we use sit cast to test it. And then he's 3D printing us out like carriers to knock over as well.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Very cool, nice. And how many in your group?
3.
Okay. Have you guys done a lot of working together?
Yeah,
Any arguments or things you had to work through?
not really.
Hard to keep on task, maybe?
Every once in a while. But our community doing pretty well.
When I walked by, everyone was on task. It was loud,
Yes.
but it was on task. All right, Hunter, tell us about you. Then I'll do follow-up questions.
My group, we're gonna make it like this, Lego engine robot that we can use with a remote control. Where like they get to pick what box they wanna pick up, and we'll use the robot to pick up the box. And like the end of the box will have like a green or like red sticker or something like that. And if it's green, it'll like move on to like the next round, and if it's red, it kind of loses. And we're using Lego engine Legos, cardboard, and just paint.
Are you programming something?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's going really well. We're all on task, and it's really fun.
How many people in your group? 3. So who is coming to this conference?
The whole school.
Oh, so how's that gonna work out? Tell us when it's gonna be and all those details.
What you do?
It's on February 14th.
It is.
Maybe Valentine's Day theme?
Yeah.
Did you just say is that Valentine's Day? They're programming, but we're not sure that Valentine's Day is on February 14th.
It's a row.
Details.
I
love that.
You guys should talk about the little kids.
Yeah.
It's 1:30 to 2:30, and last year, I think I had the same group as I do this year, but the little kids loved it.
Of course you do.
They all came up, played our games, and like, oh, do you play more?
What's the youngest grade that does pre-K for that too?
If they show up, we invited them,
Yeah.
so if they show up, that'd be awesome. It might be a little much for them, but I would be all game, I'd be game for that, so.
So do they come for like such amount of time?
We didn't set up like time periods this time, we just kind of did a blanket invitation. Last year, it was kind of a little hectic in that we were there for almost 2 hours, and this is in the summer, and it was way hot in the gym. So we're trying to just keep it to a short hour, and if classes want to pop in for 10 or so minutes, play a couple games, and skedaddle. That's what we're hoping for. As we do this a few more times, we'll probably come up with a better plan. I know Jimmy's like, you don't have a plan for when people are coming.
I'm thinking it'd be great, like middle school night. Do it all night.
They used to.
I can't remember if it was one of you guys or someone said, why don't we raise money like this, charge you like a quarter? And I was like, well, if we did that, then we would really actually have to plan this way better. Right now, this is just the Steam Carnival, and we're just gonna have fun with it. But maybe next year, will be the third year we've done it. We'll be really locked in on how to set it all up. So.
It's amazing. I mean, they just don't, whatever, and you can see it, Derek is screaming, whatever, it's gonna be fun.
So how many different little games do you end up with?
Oh my God, my room is so filled with cardboard. There's about 4 or 5 groups per class, so like 20 games or so.
Congratulations on the new TV.
Right, yeah. It's like 3 years old at this point. My wife didn't want to buy it, but I was like, I'm getting it. But hey, it's not a new life.
But you kept the box just for measurement?
Yeah, I just threw it in the garage and put it from there, so, yeah.
You know he was gonna keep.
I never know, you know, maybe we were trying to.
And my husband would be like, see, don't forget I bought it. We will take some pictures.
Yes, yeah.
Share at next school.
We have the yearbook camera now. We didn't have it last year, and I totally forgot to put my phone out and start taking pictures. But this year, I'm gonna definitely make sure to get as many pictures as possible to add to the yearbook. So it'd be awesome. And just because, even though they might be a little lame every once in a while, once they're in the moment, the ecstatic faces that you see on all their faces is awesome. So.
And we have such an opportunity here with our older kids and younger kids. In a couple months, I think it's the April presentation, I have our 8th grade and 3rd grade come just to share some things they've done. This kind of thing that they're doing, we're doing a lot of that. I just love seeing this.
Is this grade specific that does this?
Yeah, so Miss Elkins, she teaches 7th grade math and science, and I teach 8th grade math and science. It's just 7th and 8th graders.
Okay.
that are putting on
You guys do great. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're very good.
Thank
Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming.
very much. Go home. This is
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mom, for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
I just saw the best carnival game, like, they were doing assisted living, it was like a Facebook reel, but they did like.
I saw that.
Slot machine, and they had 3 people in like walkers, and they would be like, and then they would hold up a piece of fruit, and see it and laugh.
That's
It was
awesome.
like the best. I can tell the kids, but.
I know they.
I would totally do it.
Oh, we love you.
I never thought of that this year, but I could see it happening. I know.
Would you allow like, give?
Oh.
give-
I mean, yeah. Smarties or something. No, yeah, it's really awesome how into they get. Like, there's one group they made themselves like lanyards that say like staff and their name and stuff. So they're getting it. So,
That's because they have you that let them do that.
Yes.
Just explore and not get questioned about different things. I could never be that ADHD. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you guys.
Have a good night.
Let's follow that.
Done.
I guess our next meeting is on March 4th. So that's our AOS
It
meeting.
is not needed at this point.
So our next meeting is on March 4th at 7 o'clock here.
All right.
Thank you.